A 5-game win streak has Syracuse basketball fans thinking NCAA tournament and maybe even more. Welcome to a web edition of Cuse Countdown alongside Adam Unger and Zach Lang. I am Drew Carter. Now guys, just a few weeks ago it felt like Syracuse might have been on the bubble, not of the NCAA tournament, but actually of the NIT. Now after a couple of huge wins, what % chance do you think the Orange has of making the big dance?
I'd still call it about 50-50. Here's the thing. For every good win Syracuse has had, there's a bad loss to match it. So at this point, they've just broken even. They have to continue winning games to have a good shot.
So you know what, Adam? I think it's a 75% chance that win against Clemson, ties battle, clutch. But you know what? They still got to prove themselves a little bit. That 25%, they got to beat Pitt, and they got to beat either Louisville or Duke.
Clemson's only on the bubble. That's not a good win.
It's an ACC win, and that's what counts.
A win is a win is a win, and that would be the same mindset Syracuse should take into Pittsburgh over the weekend. Let's take a look at the last time these two teams met. The Panthers had been Syracuse's kryptonite, guys, with 5 wins in a row over the Orange. Now, Zach, let's go to you first. Why do you think Syracuse was able to get over the hump?
You know, I think Syracuse was able to get over the hump because you got to look at John Galen. 20 points, 11 assists, double-double. That's nothing to bat your eyes at. That's impressive. And he's proven himself over and over again since becoming the starter over Frank Howard, especially in that 43-point shootout against NC State. He is the reason that they were doing so good. He slumped a little bit later on, but you know what? In this game, that's why they won.
You know, I think this was the first time that we saw the Syracuse team that we've seen on this win streak all season. Hands up on defense, the ball movement, the shortened rotation with a short bench that Jim Boeheim is known for. This is where that came out, and this is where Syracuse started to turn the corner.
And SU fans are hoping that they will continue to stay hot into this game against Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at how they match up on the floor. This is meeting number 111 between the Orange and Panthers. Neither team features a lot of depth. Each group less than 26% of its minutes coming from the bench. That's outside the top 300 in the country for both teams, and they're both very tall, interestingly enough, both inside the top 10 in the nation in terms of average height. Both incredibly top-heavy, especially Pittsburgh. They have the only 2 guys in the ACC averaging more than 20 points per game in Jamel Artis and Michael Young. But after those 2 on the roster, the Panthers really struggle to put the ball in the hole. Now, guys, this weekend, Syracuse travels to Peterson Event Center, the Oakland Zoo. It should be rocking. Adam, we'll start with you. What's your key to the game for a Syracuse win?
Syracuse cannot play down to the level of their competition. We have seen this time and again, even on this winning streak. The fact of the matter is that when Syracuse gets a lead, they start to take their foot off the gas pedal. They cannot do that against Pitt, especially a team that knows them so well. You already said it, over 100 matchups between the 2 teams. They got to keep the pedal to the metal, and once they take the lead, they cannot give it up. They can't even let Pitt get back to close.
You know, Adam, I agree with that, but you know what they really need to do? They need to outscore Pitt in the fast break. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Syracuse right now, their fast break points, non-existent. They outscored Clemson 4-0 in the fast break. That's nothing. 4 points, really? I mean, it's impressive that they were able to hold Clemson to 0 fast break points, but still, 4 points, are you kidding me? You need to be able to get the ball on turnovers, and you need to be able to drive to the hoop. And in the end, that, I think, is what is going to put Syracuse up against Pitt.
All right, so that's where we think the game will turn. But, guys, let's take a look at the final score. Look in your crystal ball here. Zach, you first. Who do you think wins?
All right, I think it's going to be 81-69 Syracuse. If Syracuse can play both halves with the same amount of energy and effort, I think they could easily pull out this game and deal the Panthers a very bad loss.
I agree with you on Syracuse, but I'm not agreeing with you on the energy and effort for both halves. 77-71 Syracuse. Look, it's my key to the game. They can't play down to their competition, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. This game has to serve as a wake-up call. If Pitt can play them close, maybe the Orange will start to realize, hey, we need to play full 40 good minutes to be able to get ourselves into the tournament.
That's an excellent point.
Well, it certainly would be a bad loss for Syracuse because Pittsburgh is at the bottom of the ACC standings, but both of our analysts say the Orange will pick up a win this weekend at Peterson Event Center. For Adam Unger and Zach Lang, I'm Drew Carter saying enjoy the game, stay safe this weekend, and have fun, Syracuse.